Hi guys, welcome back. So today's video is about a new section here on FamilySearch. It's called Learn About Your Family. So this is FamilySearch's homepage before signing in. So it says sign in, make a free account, create a free account. This is what the homepage kind of looks like before you sign in. I think the picture changes every once in a while. But if you scroll down, they have a Learn About Your Family section. And you don't need to sign in to have this work. You just plug in any information that you want to plug in, and it will help you learn about your family. So I'm going to put in a family member's last name here. I'm not going to put in a first name just because I want to kind of show you the really cool aspect of this. But later on, we'll add a first name and some birth information. So first off, I'm going to click on the last name. Is required. See, it says required. It's the only thing that's required. So I'm going to click on this box and fill it out. Okay, so I've clicked on the box. I'm going to type, hey. Because if you guys have seen any of my videos, I do Claire Pay a lot, and that's her last name. So I'm going to click search, because that's all I need is a last name, and that's all I really want to show you right now. And I click the search, and now it says Pay, the last name Pay, and there are 2,202 people with the last name Pay on the FamilySearch tree. So that's kind of cool to see just how many people on FamilySearch have the last name Pay. I'm like, that's just so cool. But if we keep scrolling down, it says right here in the United States, there is 1,593 people with the last name Pay. And in England, there is 152, 6 in Canada. So mostly there are Americans with the last name Pay. And then I would assume that the last name Pay was originally from England, because that's a home country. Canada and the United States are immigrant countries. So that's super, super cool to see how many people in 3 countries in the world have the last name Pay. I think this is so cool to figure this out. Okay, now if we keep scrolling, it says historical documents with the last name Pay. So starting from the left, it says there is 107,025 birth, marriage, and death records with the last name Pay. There, in census and lists, there are 22,261 in immigration and nationalization records. There's 6,157 in military records. There's 3,345 in probate and court records. There's 499. In others, there is 30,042 records. If we keep scrolling, it says top people we found for Pay in FamilySearch. So obviously it doesn't always spell Pay right, or whatever last name you put in, right? But this is where it's saying these are the top people who are used in FamilySearch with the last name Pay. So when we were back at the home page, this is why you would want to fill out everything, is so that when you see the top people, you could be like, oh, yep, that might be my ancestor. So that's why you would want to fill out the whole information on the home page. And if you so choose to, you could keep scrolling down and hit refine search, or you can hit your back button. I'm going to hit refine search. See, it says the last name Pay. I'm going to put Claire. Is that how we spell it? Hopefully that's how we spell it. Let me double check. Okay, there's Claire's first name. I'm just going to put her birth and death year in her name. 79 and 1922. Okay, so that's all I'm going to put in because I don't really want to look for her death and birthplace. Click search, and it's still going to pull up the same Pay information. So with historical documents, they are now looking with a Claire Pay, not just a Pay. So the numbers are going to be slightly different, or way different. So there's 790 birth, marriage, and death certificates with a Claire Pay, 85 census and lists, 35 immigration and nationalization records, 21 military, interesting, and 2 probate and court records. So that's kind of cool to see that now that we put a first name, the records are so much less. And here are the top 3 Claire Pays on FamilySearch. And actually, to tell you the truth, this one right here is actually my ancestor, Claire. So she was born in Utah and died in Utah, and I know her husband was Samuel Lindlard. That's who I was going to look up next. And then her mother, Ann Mills. So yeah, hers is actually one of the top ones on FamilySearch. That's really, really cool to see that hers is a really popular one. Granted, I kind of knew that because a lot of Mormon records tend to be super popular, especially when you have like 12 kids. So, yeah. Okay. And now it says top photos we found of Claire Pay. Ooh, that's cool. We could keep scrolling and find top photos. Yep, actually these are all my ancestors. These two were the same photos. That's funny. Yep, those are my ancestors. So I think this one is actually her. One of these ones on this row, I'm pretty sure. That's Ann Mills. I know that one. That one's Claire, so that'd be the same here. Ann Mills and Claire. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Now I'm going to refine search, and I'm going to show you that they don't pull up the same countries every single time for the last names, because when I first did this, I kept pulling up the same 3 countries, and I was like, it's just pulling up the same 3 countries. Different. I promise you, with every last name, it's different. I'm going to delete. So now I'm going to put a different last name. I'm going to put in, I think Lindlard is what I'm going to do next. So yeah, see, Lindlard pulls up the same 3, but they're not in the same order. So it says there are 3,248, with England being the most, United States being second, and Australia being third. So it does pull up the same 3 countries for Lindlard, which makes sense. It's a very English last name. So, and then obviously it's going to pull up different information of Lindlards, because what we're looking at. Notice with just Lindlard, it's not pulling up photos. It's only going to probably pull up photos if there is an ancestor who does have photos, and you put a first name and a last name. So let's click Refine Search. Do Erickson. So there's 65,374 Ericksons with the last name O-N. Hopefully, might be looking for Ian on FamilySearch. Actually seen it's changed the countries now. So we now have most of them being United States, 31,225 being from the United States. We have 12,781 from Sweden or Switzerland, so that's cool because that means that it's not going to just keep pulling up the same 3 countries. And I actually know a lot of names that end with son, either Ian or Owen, are actually all Scandinavian countries. They all probably much root Scandinavian countries. And then we have 3,030 people from Norway with the last name Erickson. Yeah, this is cool. I find this part really cool about looking at the countries. It's so fascinating to me. I mean, you guys might be fascinated by these sections. So look, oh look, it's actually going to pull up top Erickson photos, even though we didn't put a first name. Oh, got cute little curls. That's cool. Okay, I'm going to do a different last name. One more last name. Valdez. So there are 83,065 Valdez on the FamilySearch tree. And of course, Valdez is a very Hispanic last name. So there's going to be more for Mexico, and then there's some for Philippines and the United States. It's cool, Philippines is on there. I don't know why I never even thought of that one. So there is 14,386 with the last name Valdez that are from Mexico or were born or died in Mexico. And there's 7,989 for the United States, 4,621 for the Philippines. So cool. Oh, wow. 1,338,908 marriage, birth, and death records. That's a lot. Doesn't kind of surprise me. Valdez is a very common Hispanic last name. Oh. Of course, there's not going to be Valdez picture again. So this is pretty much the section I wanted to show you on FamilySearch. Mostly this country section, because this is the section I'm mostly excited about, is seeing, where the common last names in my family or last names in my family, where they come from, because that kind of helps, once again, reassure what my ethnicity is or what my DNA test is. Because like my husband and I got our DNA test done, and now I could see this and be like, yep, that actually coincides with his DNA test that he is, from the United States and has Hispanic in him, or that he does have Scandinavian in him, mostly, I believe, Switzerland and Danish. So we can plug in our last names into this and actually see where the root country is and a little bit, and figure out our ethnicities a little more, or how common our last name is throughout the world. I just find this section so cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoy this new part on FamilySearch, and you guys take the time and opportunity to plug in some ancestors' names, mostly last names if you're me, and figure out where your ancestors are from and how many records have similar names, and see if they're popular on FamilySearch or not, because that's kind of interesting too. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. If you guys have any suggestions on anything else I should film, please comment below. And I hope you guys all have a beautiful week. Bye.